Tarzan and the Ant-Men by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Narrated by Peter Silverleaf. Chapter 1. In the filth of a dark hut, in the village of Obebe the cannibal, upon the banks of the Ugogo, Esteban Miranda squatted upon his haunches and gnawed upon the remnants of a half-cooked fish. About his neck was an iron slave collar from which a few feet of rusty chain ran to a stout post set deep in the ground near the low entranceway that let upon the village street not far from the hut of Obebe himself. For a year Esteban Miranda had been chained thus, like a dog, and like a dog he sometimes crawled through the low doorway of his kennel and basked in the sun outside. 2 diversions had he, and only 2. One was the persistent idea that he was Tarzan of the Apes, whom he had impersonated for so long and with such growing success that, like the good actor he was, he had come not only to act the part, but to live it, to be it. He was, as far as he was concerned, Tarzan of the Apes. There was no other, and he was Tarzan of the Apes to Obebe too. But the village witch-doctor still insisted that he was the river devil, and as such one to propitiate rather than to anger. It had been this difference of opinion between the chief and the witch-doctor that had kept Esteban Miranda from the flesh-pots of the village, for Obebe had wanted to eat him, thinking him his old enemy, the ape-man. But the witch-doctor had aroused the superstitious fears of the villagers by half convincing them that their prisoner was the river devil masquerading as Tarzan, and, as such, dire disaster would descend upon the village were he harmed. The result of this difference between Obebe and the witch-doctor had been to preserve the life of the Spaniard until the truth of one claim or the other was proved. If Esteban died a natural death, he was Tarzan, the mortal, and Obebe, the chief, was vindicated. If he lived on forever or mysteriously disappeared, the claim of the witch-doctor would be accepted as gospel. After he had learned their language and thus come to a realization of the accident of fate that had guided his destiny by so narrow a mark.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?